Hey everybody, it's Lon Seidman, and we're taking a look at yet another Chromebook. And the reason is that we've looked at HP, Asus, and Samsung, but we haven't looked at Acer. And a lot of people said you've got to check out the Acer C720. And when you go to look at an Acer C720, there's actually a bunch of them because they give them all the same C720 moniker. So you've got to look at the little number after it. So this is the 2848. It's the least expensive that I could find on Amazon. This one is $199 at the time that I'm shooting this, and I like this a lot. And the reason is that this one has much better performance than the other 11-inch Chromebooks I've tried. So you just see it just feels a lot zippier just by how it feels and presents itself. And when I ran the Octane 2.0 test that we ran on the other two from Samsung and Asus, we're actually running about over 35% faster than the Asus, which is also running an Intel processor. This one runs an Intel Celeron 2955U, which happens to be the same processor that's in the Chrome boxes that we looked at from HP and from Asus. So I really like the performance on those in the Chrome OS, so I'm really liking it on here. It really feels like how it should feel. It's a notebook that's fast enough to respond to what I'm doing on most websites, and really, I think, probably runs Chrome OS the best out of everything I've looked at so far. The screen is only so-so. It's about on par with what I've seen on other screens in this 11-inch form factor. So it's not great, but it's certainly usable. The keyboard is a little springy for my taste, but the keys are nice and full size, and it has pretty much the same layout we saw on some of the other Chromebooks as well, just kind of a wacky little arrow key configuration here at the bottom. Beyond that, you've got all the standard ports, USB 3, HDMI out, power, and a headphone jack. And on the other side, you have a SD card slot here for a full-size SD card and another USB 2.0 slot on there as well. This will actually support a headset too, so if you've got like an iPhone headset, it will work just fine on here. So weight-wise, it's about 2.5 pounds, so about what the other ones weigh. It feels for some reason a little bit heavier, but that's just me. I don't have all three here to really test to know exactly which one is the lightest, but it feels just a little bit heavier, and it might just be that the weight is kind of centered in the back of the unit. It heats up a little bit more than the other ones do because it is running a faster processor that consumes more power. But the battery life from Acer is rated at about 8.5 hours, so it's less battery life than you'll see out of the other Chromebooks out there, but you also get the greater performance. So if you're really looking for as long as you can go battery life, this is probably not the one for you. But if you're looking for something that at least will give you some desktop-like speeds, this one will certainly get you there. It feels really nicely performing, and I think it's a very nice match for the Chrome OS. So that is the Acer C720 2848, and now they've just announced a bunch of new Acer C720s, so those are a little bit higher performing and a little bit more expensive. But quite frankly, at the moment, I think the 2955U processor that's in the Chrome boxes and in this is probably all you need on Chrome OS. Unless you're real, I don't really see a need for something faster at the moment, but I'd love to hear from you about maybe some of the higher end tasks we can look at for Chrome OS that we can test with future devices that we get into review. This is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.